Hello and welcome to VideoBrief, an exclusive video interaction by Mediabrief.com. Today we have with us Ashish Pawar, the head of marketing at Tata Asset Management, diving deep into Tata Mutual Fund's new campaign, Index Funds Simple Hai, trying to demystify and simplify the concept of index funds for us with a few laughs along the way. Hello, welcome to Video Brief, Ashish. We're so happy to have you here with us today to discuss Tata Mutual Fund's new campaign, Index Funds Simple Hai. So, of course, it's a very bright campaign, and I was watching the videos this morning. And you've taken these really lovely sort of slice of life scenarios, very relatable scenarios. You've added a little humor so that people don't get overwhelmed, which I usually do when it comes to banking topics like this. So before we get into the interview questions, I would just like to play the video for my viewers. So can we have the video, please?
क्या बना रहे हो? गलौटी कबाब। ओके, अब इन सबको अच्छे से मिक्स करके रखना है और उसके अंदर गुलाब जल, जीरा पानी और तेज पत्ता ऐड करना है और आधे घंटे के लिए बैठने देना है और उसके बाद प्याज और लहसुन का पेस्ट बना के ऐड करना है। सिंपल।
लाइफ में कुछ चीजें कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, but investing with index mutual funds could be as simple as 1, 2, 3. Benefit 1. Save on cost, more for you. Benefit 2. Quick and hassle-free investment option. Benefit 3. Match the market effortlessly. Life को करो simple. Choose index funds क्योंकि index funds simple है. जब life मांगे मोड़, बढ़ो index funds की ओर.
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना संबंधी सभी दस्तावेज सावधानी पूर्वक पढ़ें।
So, like I said, very lovely campaign, and these films are really nice, very light-hearted films. So, can you tell us about the inspiration and sort of the insight behind this campaign? And what made you realize that there is this gap in the market that we need this campaign for?
Okay, good. I think thanks for inviting me first. To start with, I'll tell you, see, we all believe, so when we do anything at Tata Mutual Fund, we keep the customer hat on. So what we decided when we wanted to do something on index fund, because we have seen that, there is a trend where people have started investing in index funds, which is there. And we want more and more people to get aware about it and hence to invest in it. So when we went on to this and when we figured out is that, people who are getting into investing as such, even if they have started their journeys now, some people have already invested, but they are always looking out for options which are simple, because there's a lot of confusion, which one to choose, which one not to choose, which ones to buy, and so on and so forth. So people are looking out for some options which are really simple and quick. So based on this insight, and as the product which is index fund, clearly the insight and the product features marries easily, and hence we came out with this concept of index fund simple hai for them. And this is how we have communicated with RTBs also, because it helps you to make sure that it's a hassle-free and quick investment option. It helps you mimic the market effortlessly, which is there. So these are the core benefits which are there, and of course there is a lower cost which is also involved with this. So these are the things which are there, and basis this we have built up this campaign.
Okay. So, your target demographic is actually across all ages, right? So you are talking to people who are already investors. You are also talking to people who are new investors and across various backgrounds. So how have you managed to sort of align this communication for everybody so that, it can reach everyone and it can engage everyone?
See how I think that again the same thing which is there, simplicity. The simplicity of investing is the core thread which we have put it, and through it, for example, if you see our one ad which is targeting the younger audience, and then a slightly older audience which is in the gym going guy, the ad which is there. So everybody today has very little time. So there are so many things which a person wants to do, and of course, when it comes to investing, one, he looks for many options which has been presented to him, and B, he really doesn't have time. So basis that, what we have done is we have devised certain communications targeted to a particular audience. When you see our first ad, which is a classroom ad, which is there, then it comes to the next ad, which is a person cooking, which is there, and then the third ad, which is typically like a 35 plus person who is already going into gym and exercising. So we have made sure that there's a communication which is targeted to all these different audience, but the messaging or the the clear messaging is simplicity of investing is what we are focusing on.
Yes. Okay, that actually makes so much sense because I think that message is so loud and clear through each of your three films. And you've been so consistent with the messaging, that easy as one, two, three. So that's a very, very nice thing that you've done, that you've not tailored it very differently. You've kept the core very, very similar. Also, CTV is a huge player for you when it comes to this campaign, right? You have formed a partnership with Disney Plus Hotstar for the ongoing T20 Men's World Cup that is happening. So, how big is CTV for you, and what is the rest of your media mix like?
So connected TV, the numbers which are expected to grow by 2025, which I've seen in a couple of reports, is close to 40 million households. Which means even if I calculate three people in a household watching it, it will be close to 120 million. Now these are all premium audiences, which is there. So CTV that way is a good media mix to have. I'm saying we shouldn't have only CTV. We have digital media. YouTube is a big thing which we are pushing it across. Meta, we are doing a lot of promotions to Google. So there are other things which are happening, but CTV is an important mix in it, and we thought it is important to be there because we have a right audience which is there. And if you ask me, it really offers a unique platform to do a targeted ad solutions to specific audience. So I can say a segment of audience which I want to target to it, I can do that. A particular geography I want to target, I can do that. Plus I can again remarket it to those audience. So it's a for me it's a very important to understand who my consumer is and making sure the ad reaches to the right people, rather than a spray approach which we do not want it to do. We want to do a targeted communication, and hence CTV fits in better.
Okay. So, what are the other social and digital platforms that you're leveraging?
So we are, of course, we have our own channels, social channels, which we are putting it across. There are a lot of paid channels which we are going across. YouTube is one important medium which we are looking in, and then there are many other websites which we have tied up with, which is focusing our content. So there are, as I said, YouTube is a bigger thing. Google Display Network is one thing. Then other, of course, Meta, LinkedIn. So we are using most of the social media platforms which are there, and of course GDN and YouTube in a bigger way.
Okay. So I think, doing all this is really attracting younger consumers and Gen Z towards your again your focus is on demystifying index funds, right? So how do you think this message has sort of come across loud and clear? How have you demystified it for the audiences? And have you seen any initial response towards these campaigns yet?
So any campaign to resonate with the consumers, you need to have uh, something which is really sticky, which is relatable. And when you say that particular line or whatever it is, it has to be backed by certain things. So in our case, why did we say index fund? Simple hai, because it is very clear, because you had a very strong RTPs. First RTP was, it helps you mimic the markets. You don't need to really track which is there. Index funds help you do that. Second, ease on cost. So cost is lesser. So that's one great thing which in today's world the consumer is looking for. And of course, third, easy and hassle free. So all those three things which were there, making sure. And then we had a very nice coinage in the index fund. Simple. It is 4 words.
Yeah.
Ideally, if you have such a strong thing, and we made sure that how did we say that it's 1 2 3. The index fund simple hai. Why it is simple hai? Because 1 2 3, and we made sure that 1 2 3 has been spoken in such a way that help us to put out those RTBs in a clear and understanding manner.
Correct, absolutely. So, of course, you made the communication as easy as one, two, three as well in this creative process. So, what are the future plans for Tata Mutual Funds to go ahead with this? Are you all building upon this campaign, or are you trying to convey something else? Are you going to pick up another topic like you picked up index funds?
So see, so this is a part of investor education initiative. So we
Okay.
will build on it for sure for next 6 months to a year. But of course, we keep on doing a lot of campaigns, which is there. In fact, our last campaign, which called "Jab Life Mange Mar, Bada Mutual Fund Ki Aur," it was first we are talking about why you should invest in mutual funds as a whole. Now we have gone into a particular fund basis, which is there.
Yeah.
We have also done a concept of jugalbandi hai sahi, where large and mid cap funds were explained in manner. So depending on what all important new things which are coming in, or any particular fund which we want to demystify, we do it on a regular basis. So it's not like a one time process which we do. We do it regularly. Every 2 to 3 months will be having a new campaign on different topic or different fund which is there. But to answer your question on this, we will like to build on the index fund simple hair narrative, and of course we'll come out with a slightly variations of it, so that there is always a new freshness in the creative which is there. But the concept or the line which will always be the same, at least going forward for the next 6 months.
Okay. Which is very nice because I think that consistency will also keep you on top of the consumers' minds. So, having this education is so important, especially for the newer investors. It's absolutely so important. And I think these are the questions from my end. But if you have anything you would like to add or highlight about this, you can please go ahead with that.
No, thanks for inviting me and interviewing me. The only thing which we would like to tell you is that Tata Mutual Fund, we always believe, we need to educate the consumers about mutual funds and various type of mutual funds which are there
Okay.
for them to invest in, so they can take a right decision and invest their money uh, in the funds of their choice. So that's how we work.
Okay. So thank you so much, Ashish, for this lovely little session and little chat and, educating our viewers about index funds and telling them that index funds simple hai. So thank you once again for taking the time out to be with us on Video Brief. And I hope you had a good session with me.
Yes. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you.
So that's about it from this session and from Ashish Pawar. A lovely and insightful chat about Tata Mutual Fund's new campaign, Index Funds Simple Hai. I hope you enjoyed this interaction because I sure did. This is your host, Safa Soomar, signing off.